Hello everyone, in this video I'm going to show you how to cheese the boss, the Nameless Puppet in Lies of P. Now this boss fight can be quite challenging. I'm doing this on New Game Plus, but the tips that I'm giving you will work on New Game as well. So throwing items are your best friend with this boss, since he likes to do a lot of damage when he's up close. Keep your distance and huck items away. Now this is a little bit more difficult not having the Spectre around to hold aggro for you, but this first phase he will heal once. That's no big deal because we're just going to continue to do damage and throw items away. If you need more items, the Malum District right before the Red Lobster, or in the Red Lobster, will carry pretty much every single item that you could use in this boss fight. So I highly recommend going there if you haven't been there before and you need to get some items. I got really lucky pulling off that stagger. I was about to die, but you want to use your pulse cells to keep yourself alive as best as possible, while also keeping the distance to throw the items at him. So the first phase isn't too bad. It's the second phase where things get stepped up a notch, and that's why I want to make this video, as it is a bit of a challenge. I found that the perfect parry grindstone works best for the second phase, since he's going to be doing some attacks where you can perfectly parry 4 in a row, and that builds up his stagger bar really quickly. Now I did get a couple misses there with the items, but I put I put that on, and as you can see I perfect parried 3 of them, and you can play a little bit aggressively with that since he's just going to be easier to defend against. And it's nice because you can hold your block up a little bit longer and it's still going to perfect parry with that one, so you can be a little bit less of be less strict with it. Now mind you, that does not last very long, so be careful with it. The perfect parry only lasts for a short period of time, but with the throwing items you can take his health bar down relatively quickly. His attacks do crazy amounts of damage. It's already took me down to half there in like a couple hits, so this attack here is where he gets a lot of his damage in from. So it's best to avoid it obviously, but sometimes you can't avoid those attacks, so it's best to just use that perfect parry grindstone as best you can. Now since this fight doesn't have a Spectre, it's kind of you gotta balance your pulse cells between the two phases, and that's really what's going to make this a challenging fight. We want to get that first phase down as quickly as possible. And what's nice is when you pull this off, you can set up heals there, like if you need to, and then you can start to throw some items there a few seconds after he's already been through that animation there. I don't know why I didn't throw any of these acid at him earlier, but this does a lot of damage to him, surprisingly. Like each one of them does 1.5k damage for me on New Game Plus, and oh my goodness, it can shred his health bar. I probably wouldn't have got that without this throwing item because I was having a struggle. I did my first playthrough without this, so you can check out my other video on Nameless Puppet if you want to do it without the throwing items, but I do find that they make a massive difference in this fight, so I would recommend using them if you're struggling since there is no Spectre. But that's how you beat the Nameless Puppet in Lies of P. Quick, easy cheese. Hope you found this video useful. If you did, hit the subscribe button. Thank you so much.